Welcome to the Media Day ahead of Top Tier's Diligence show, which is taking place on the 7th of September from the Brentwood Centre in Essex, live on DAZN. I am now joined by the man who's made it all happen, promoter Johnny Clark. And Johnny will start off this show live on DAZN. How does that sound?
It's perfect. It's where I wanted to be from show one. Part of the reason, like the commentators, yourself, they're all part of their team. And I wanted to bring eyes to the show, so that's why I hired people that work with them, to be fair. And I'm exactly where I want to be.
Now, we're on Media Day, so I think we've got about 3 weeks to go till the show. How has the prep for this one been?
To be fair, I've learnt from the previous ones, because we normally do the media 6 weeks out. The amount of pull-outs, medicals and dropouts, it's too much. So we brought this one a little bit closer. We've got the promos out a little bit closer as well. And I think it's been a better build-up for me. Everything's in place and on time. And I've enjoyed it more. I think this way round we probably set the standards. I know a lot of the big boys, they do like the open workout like 3 or 4 days before. They do a press conference, then the weigh-in and build it up. But with us, every time we do a post for the boxer, they sell a bunch of tickets. So we want to build it up for the whole 6 to 8 weeks, really, slowly, surely. And I think now we've finally cracked it.
And it is a great show. 2 title fights on there. I think 3 debutantes on there. It's all going on.
Yeah, it's a very good mix. To be on DAZN as well, I wanted to give them the full aspect of Small Hall. You know, we've got a title that the 2 boys, they should be on DAZN fighting for big money, but they're not. So where have they got to do it? So they've got to do it on a show like mine, unfortunately, for them, but they're going to enjoy themselves.
Fortunately for us, though.
Yeah, that's what I mean. And it's an honour to have them on. And then we've got the southern area. That's a real Small Hall fight, you know, and that's showing them, like, this is the level. You've got, for me, DAZN have got the best promoter in the world, the best like misfits are the best influencer boxers, and then there's that little gap, like you've got GBM on there, they're going to be up there rubbing shoulders with the big boys, that's their ambition, where mine is I want to stay Small Hall and I want to be the pathway, the Academy of Boxing. So I think me showing them this show, hopefully I can get a deal over the line with them and carry on. Definitely.
And on the fight card, you've got people who I've been on the show before a few times, and you've also got some newbies to Top Tier as well. So it's sort of new audiences coming in, and also people we know deliver on the show.
Yeah, and like you said, the debutants, that obviously brings some fresh subscribers for them. And yeah, more eyes the better. We try and keep it a bit separate every show, but then obviously some people perform or sell enough tickets to be invited back on. And then what we try and do is the next show, make them fight each other.
Definitely, yeah, you like the 50-50 fights. Yeah. And so what fights are you expecting to see on the show? What ones are you really excited for?
Obviously, always the main and co-main. Everyone always thinks they're going to be fight of the night, fight of the show. But there's one, it's a grudge match. They've already fought before in Sedamanfu, don't know if I said that right, and Collison. I think that one might steal the show. But then obviously you've got the matchroom boy, as in Lily Buttershy. He's got Kane Morgan. Kane Morgan's record looks like he's no good, if I'm being honest. You think maybe he might turn over and go on the road. But he's just stepped up against good opponents, and that's what he wanted. He called on this fight. He asked for it. I didn't ask him to fight a matchroom boy. He asked me. So I think that shows a massive bottle. So yeah. But you just never know. Every time I try and pick one, I've only got it right once, but I do believe the co-main event, S.A. Smith versus James Osborne, you can't look past that.
Yeah, it's going to be a great show. And as you mentioned, another matchroom fighter on the card as well.
Yeah, privileged to have him on. More eyes on it, and it probably helped with DAZN as well. Obviously, it's their home normally, fighting on matchroom, and the Academy of Boxing can step in again.
And compared to the previous shows, you said, you think you've done this one better. Do you just feel totally comfortable being a promoter now?
Yeah, I feel at home. Like I said, every step of the way we use the same team, the same venues, and we just improve each time. And like I know before I used to feel like someone was just putting on a show, but now I feel like a promoter. Like I went West Ham yesterday, got recognised, and it's all just clicking into place. And then hopefully, if I get a deal over the line, some big sponsors come on, then I think I'll enjoy it a lot more.
And let's just talk about the name, Diligence. Why that one this time?
I think it suits me. Attention to detail, everything in place, and it's what's needed to put on a great show. And as you can see, like moving the media day, that was all part of it. So that's why we come up with that name.
Brilliant. So we're going to expect a good night on September 7th.
I think it could be my best show, if I'm being honest. Yeah, I do think it could be my best show. Touch wood, everything at the moment is in place. 12 fights on the card, and every fight is an absolute cracker.